What up gamers, I'm Jason, and today on Dice & Dragons, I'm going to be unboxing the collector's edition of Call to Adventure, The Stormlight Archive, published by Brotherwise Games and designed by Chris and Johnny O'Neill. Now, as you can imagine, the Stormlight Archive is based on Brandon Sanderson's books of the same name. It is also a standalone game that is based on the original Call to Adventure. Obviously, this game does take elements, ideas, characters, well, not necessarily characters, but you could say adversaries from the Stormlight Archive books. What you're going to be doing is you have a player board, you have a set of runes as well, and different traits that are related to your character. They're based on your origin, your motivation, and you also have a destiny, which works a little bit different in this version than in the original. Now, what you will do is you're going to cast your runes, you're going to go on adventures or quests, you're going to be trying to take on challenges that suit your strengths, whether it's wisdom, dexterity, charisma, constitution, intelligence, and I think I covered all of them up. Almost forgot. Strength. By doing that, you're going to be increasing access to your runes, gaining cards, whether they're hero or anti-hero cards, and be able to accomplish more tasks. Then once you move through the 3 acts of the game, you're going to see who is the winner. The winner will be the player with the most points at the end of the game. Now, the Stormlight Archive differs from Call to Adventure a little bit in terms of the original game, because you do have the adversary of Odium, and you have a completely, well, I wouldn't say completely, but a redesigned solo and co-op mode that focuses on teaming up with the other players and making sure to max out your radiance or radiant. I'm not sure what exactly the trait is, but you will become a radiant at the end of that, and you will work together to defeat Odium and save the world. Now, with that being said, I think I've talked enough about the game. Let's take a look at what's in this collector's edition. Now let's take a look at what's in the box for the collector's edition of Call to Adventure, the Stormlight Archive. So we get to open this up, and actually before I open it up, just show you the box for the collector's edition. It's been designed to look like a book, which is very cool. Now on the back of the collector's edition, when you do receive it, you do get, of course, just some basic information on the game. As far as I know, these were a limited print run, and they were only available through Brotherwise Games' website. So let's get back to opening up this book/box, and let's see what's inside. Now, since it's such a nice box, we're going to actually do things a little differently. We'll move this over. We'll probably place our components over here. They may slide, but we're going to try it anyway. So, of course, get some promotional stuff for other Call to Adventure games and other games by Brotherwise Games. We get the Stormlight Archive, the Guide to Roshar. So just a way to get caught up on the world of the Stormlight Archive, so you get an idea as to what's going on. I love the fact that they included this. The book is definitely high quality in terms of just like, flexibility, good paper, and it looks great. Journey before destination. Very cool. So yeah, that's what you're going to be doing. Call to Adventure. You're going on a journey. Now here we've got what are the experience tokens now. For those of you that may have seen us or play on our review of the other Call to Adventure games, we do have the these plastic ones. They can be purchased as an upgrade, but right now they are just standard cardboard. So here we've got the game rules for the game, and basically the exact same layout as the original Call to Adventure. As you can see, the setup is the same. They've changed a lot of the art, ending your turn, ending the game. So it does really look like this part of the game is no different than the original. But then when you get to the co-op aspect, you've got the instructions on how to face off against Odium for the solo and cooperative mode, and then the adversary quests. So that's pretty cool. I think that's definitely going to be the way how that Julie and I will be playing this, since we've already played it the regular way and haven't quite gone to reading the Stormlight Archive. Now here we've got the player boards, and I gotta say, unfortunately, well, this one's in the other way. I'll just get them all organized. They're actually a little bit damaged already, and gotta say I'm not too impressed with these. In the original game, got it from the Kickstarter. I don't know if the retail version is the same, got these boards now, but this is just like cheap paper cardstock. I don't really like that at all compared to the nice cardboard that we had previously. Now we've got the score sheet. Nothing much there. Let's take a look at what we've got here. This is the hero and anti-hero deck. Fortunately, we don't have a nice easy tab to open it up, but at least the packaging is rough enough that I've got edges that I'm able to get a hold of. So let's go through these hero and anti-hero cards. So these are the anti-hero cards. These are your hero cards. They're just all mixed up. Let's take a quick look at them. Fervent Prayer. Play this before a hero attempts I'm guessing that's a Radiant Path. If it's your turn, gain +1 to your attempt. If it's another hero's turn, give them +2. So these are hero cards. Brave Stand. Play this before any hero attempts a challenge, add +1 to the attempt. Or if the hero has at least 3 Radiant, add +2. I'm going to find out. There's enough stuff that I'm looking at that I want to know at least what that symbol is, as it's new. So yeah, become a Radiant to face Odium. So that's what that is. So that's really going to be the new aspects of the game. So pretty cool. Some anti-hero cards. Play this as any heroes attempting a hero path or a radiant path. They gain light and may reattempt it, adding 1 to the attempt. So making things more difficult. Chasm Duty. Choose an anti-hero or hero card that another hero's played. Put in your hand. That's even stealing points from people. That's just not nice. We got some more stuff. Take Shelter. Play this in response to an anti-hero card. Ignore that card's effects. Honor Blade. Choose any hero that may gain XP or may use the power of any revealed Radiant Destiny as if they had enough Radiant to activate it. Very cool. So all in all, looks good. Really like the art, and looking forward to getting this to the table. So as you can see, there are quite a few duplicates, like Stormlight. Choose any hero, gain XP. The hero may spend up to 3 XP to gain that much Radiant until the end of the turn. So, or Radiant. Probably should have been saying Radiance, but yeah, they did call it becoming Radiant in the turn. So just a little mistake there. We also have, once again, a nice holder for all of these runes. These are just the trackers for the dark and the light, your hero and anti-hero tracker. We've got the runes for the different, I'm going to split this up for the different aspects. This purple one is Constitution. They've moved around a little bit. I'm going to just put them back where they were. Better than having things fall down. Let's not try to get this all organized in the right spot. So these are the base. No, this isn't one of the base runes. This is I have to check. So this is one of the original runes, since they've all got mixed up. These ones here are for dexterity. So here's the other dexterity. Here we've got intelligence. Now, the single slash is always a 1 success. The other side is 2 success. Well, we've got all of them now. Let's see what we got here. Here are the other base runes. So getting this all reorganized properly. So you have the base ones. This will let you draw an anti-hero card. Now this is Charisma in red. Here we've got Wisdom in green. It's again mixed up just a little bit. So we will put all these together. And what I always like to do is to place these dark runes, which will move you down the dark path. Well, we've got this little in the way. Let's move it off. Well, that path there. So you've got your single ones and the double success, which will take you down a darker road. And then here we've got the strength ones. But, oh, Don't forget that these special ones denoted by the 3 dots may do other things. Like this one actually gives you 1 XP. So we'll just get this put together. You can also use, if you do have the base game, of course, an extra the set of runes that you have from the other game so that you don't have too much not difficulty, but so you don't have to necessarily share the runes back and forth, although that's definitely something that has not been a problem for us in our games of Call to Adventure. Let's see what we've got here. So these, all the cards here, we've got well, it's all mixed in a little bit, so I'll have to go through and sort these, but we'll take a look at them. Now let's just see if this pack as well is all mixed up. Not really a big fan of having to sort the cards, but it's also really not that big of a deal as well. Not sure why they came off the line that way. And they weren't just organized by like their origin, destiny aspects, so as well as the motivation there. So here we've got destinies, motivations, then like your Act 2 cards, Act 3. So yeah, everything is really just all mixed together. So what we'll do is I'm gonna find some of the, well, we'll start here actually at the back. Actually, yeah, these are, so you can tell right here, Act 1, these are destinies. These are Act 2 cards like we showed you. We have some adversaries in here. The tree, the two with the one that's colored like this with tree on the back is the motivation. Don't think we've got any in here. So all we're looking at are Act 2 cards, adversaries, Act 1 cards, and your destiny. So we'll try to figure it out as we take a look. So we've got Ardent. When you would gain this trait, you gain access to a wisdom. You gain light, so you go up the track and you can choose another hero to gain it. Now these are different, so that's just a trait. This is the quest that you're going to go on. You're going to be sold into slavery, which you'll see on the side. You have the choice of fleeing your slavers or enduring hard labor. You'll gain skills based on what you do. You can try to take a trade expedition. You may understand a new culture or secure a trade deal. Now here are your origins. You may start out as a fisher. You'll notice that you start out with wisdom and charisma, or no, wisdom and constitution there. So in your journey, you gain +1 to attempt any challenge you reveal this turn. That's pretty cool. Don't worry, we'll explain journeying and things like that when we get to how to play. Here we've got the World Singer trait. That's beautiful art. When you gain this trait, you gain experience for each type of story icon you have. Choose another hero to gain a hero card. So you can see the different things that are going to be going on. Healer, that's another origin. So we've got the adversary Odium. So for each hero with any dark Odium gains +1 when facing this challenge. You choose which of the 2 types of the ability runes to cast. So for each hero that faces him that's got dark, he gains +1. And you get to choose which 2 types of runes you want to cast. So very hard at level 9 to get enough successes to defeat him. Some more traits. Let's see if we can find another adversary. So there's an adversary quest. So the True Desolation. For each player beyond the first, Odium starts with an extra 3 XP. Whenever a hero gains dark or fails a challenge, Odium gains XP. Whenever a Radiant icon is added to a hero's story or Radiance icon, Odium loses 1 XP. When rune casting includes the draw card, Odium gets to play an anti-hero card. That's annoying. All heroes must face Odium at the end of the game, and if any hero fails, they'll win. So, oof, nasty stuff. There's other different adversary quests as well. The Contest of Champions. Honor is Dead. So it looks like we don't have other adversaries, but we actually have different quests that will be going on. So these are allies. You can get a betrothed. There's the Radiance icon. Absolutely loving the card art. You can start out as Aristocrat. There is a card with Radiance. You get a Squire as an ally. Pretty cool. So lots of neat stuff in this first set of cards. And we'll just put them back in right there. Now here, which is a little tricky to get out. So we've got some foil cards actually, which is part of the exclusive stuff that we got for the collector's edition, but we're going to move on with this. So just show you what we have. So Dustbringer. So this is a Destiny. So at the end of the game, you'll be able to use this stuff, or you'll be able to reveal your Radiant Destiny, which is pretty cool. You could become corrupted by odium. That could be your motivation. You could become an edge dancer. So depending on how much radiance you have. Horizon Seeker. Will Shaper. Let's see if we can find some more motivation. Here's one. Driven by guilt. Whenever you gain dark, gain XP. Once per turn, you may spend 2 XP to gain light. Lots of cool stuff. Stoneward. We're really excited to get this version of the game to the table, in particular the co-op, but I'm sure just for sake of our review, Julie and I will at least play a game with the standard mode just for that experience. So what we got is the foil card, so a foil version of Odium and the Windrunner Destiny. So pretty cool. They've got different feel to them, unfortunately. So probably going to want to sleeve everything that you have here. And with regards to these boards, they are definitely a big disappointment. Might want to do something to protect them, laminate them, something along those lines. Well, we might actually just use the components from the original game when we play in terms of the player boards. So there you have it. You've taken a look at what's in the box for Call to Adventure, the Stormlight Archive, the Collector's Edition. Now keep it right here as I'll be coming at you with a quick outro. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you like what you saw, don't forget to click the like button, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that YouTube will let you know when our next video is released. Also, down below in the video description, you'll find links to all of our social media feeds, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you'd like to see pictures of Julie and I playing Call to Adventure, the Stormlight Archive, well, they will be appearing there once we get this to the table, which will probably be sometime in August or maybe even September. We're quite busy right now. And popping up in front of me, you're going to see links to some of our previously released videos. Over here, you'll have a link that will take you to our most recent upload. And the one that we'll have here will take you back to our review and how to play of the original Call to Adventure. And with that being said, don't forget, keep playing games.